You're listening to It's Not a Show with Tara DeFrancisco and Rance Rizzuto. They're usually performers, but today they're just pals. And it's not a show.
Whoa! We came by. We told you we'd be doing something tonight, but it's not a show.
It's not a show. This is not a show with Tara DeFrancisco and Rance Rizzuto.
Yeah, it's not a show. It rhymes. Now here's the deal. I'm Tara DeFrancisco. This is Rance, like he just said, and we are typically performers. Okay, we perform a lot.
Yes.
Perform improvisation, we perform comedy, we do commercials and TV work, we do all kinds of stuff. We do experimental comedy. What else do we do, Rance? We do game shows. We do all kinds of stuff.
Tons of stuff. We like if it's improv or sketch or comedy related, we probably have done it or do it, depending on the situation with disease in the planet.
I love that you sounded ominous, but still fun. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
We decided it was important to do something fun tonight, but look, everybody, it's just not a show, okay? Like, look, Rance and I are a couple of pals, and we are also pals that are a couple. We've been pals longer than we were a couple.
I like that.
But we're also a couple of pals. Now, here's the deal. We love chatting, and one of our favorite things in the world was just to like talk and be ridiculous with one another. And we spent hours and hours in a thing we called car talks. Back in like 2013 or 2014, we did an on-camera chemistry test for a client that wanted us to do like banter. Do you remember that, Rance? Isn't that funny that was a thing?
Yeah, that was like that was before we were officially a couple.
Yeah.
We were both on a gig and did this side thing as well, where Tara had a slew of questions that she asked me, and I just answered them. And all I knew was she had questions, and all she knew is I would answer.
That's right. That's all I knew. I knew that I could turn to Rance to be like, let's do something stupid. And he was like, yeah, I'm game. I like stupid stuff. So here's what I did today. Even though we are typically performers, we took the night off and we just thought we'd just chat like old times and just sit in our proverbial cars, which is basically us in separate rooms.
Mm-hmm.
And we would bring up questions from our fans and our friends from all over the world. I mean, these questions are from all over the world. I asked for questions today, only today. And I think I got 245 questions that came in from people today, from everywhere, from New Zealand to New York to, closer places. Since it's not a show, we have no specific format, but we're thinking the format of the show might be, hey, we chat a little bit about our week. We tell you how we're doing. Second, we take all these questions we get from our loving fans and friends. We talk about them. Hey, if you're on the live stream right now on Twitch, say hi. If you're on the live stream on Facebook right now, just say hi. No pressure. Just say hi. Just say hi, the more the merrier. And if you're here, we may interact with you about the question we get. So Rance and I are going to take a question. We're going to try to give you our best preference or our ideas. We're going to have the section called Dumb Questions or Talking Points.
Okay.
We're going to talk. And then as we talk, feel free to also weigh in with your opinion on the thing that we're saying, because we want to be able to talk about what the heck it is that we're doing.
Yeah.
See if you think we made the right choice.
Hey, this is... In case you weren't aware, this is a podcast. This will be a podcast. If you're watching the video, that's awesome. You're in it live. You can be part of it. But if you're listening as the podcast, hey, congrats. You're in episode 1.
Yeah, you're so great. Thank you for being here. You early, sweet, wonderful person. A no-show head. This show is called, by the way, It's Not a Show. It's officially called that. We have the domain. It's going to be a podcast. This is what it is. It's not a show. You can barely call it a show. It would be an embarrassment to call it a show. But yeah, we're here. Yeah. And we're going to have some fun together. It's Friday night. Let's have a little fun. It's fun to stream right now because we can interact with you as we go through some of these questions. But yeah, we want to hear from you as you weigh in. We'll be taking no new questions tonight, but we will be taking absolutely your most brutal of answers. So like, be ready to answer along with us. Does that sound fun? If so, hit those hearts and likes or whatever you do on Twitch. What do you do on Twitch? You just hang out?
Yeah, you hang out. Jared, your profile photo
incredible.
is, well,
It's just beautiful. Look, this is the perks you can
insane.
have from watching it live. Hey, a little background on Rance. Rance is a consummate entertainer, an educator, one of the savviest performers that was in Chicago, Illinois, and now in Columbus, Ohio. And yeah, what a dreamboat! He's just a dreamboat. Look at that hair. We've been in shelter in place for a while. We've got a lot of things going on with our appearance, and we make no apologies for it. Mad scientist,
Yeah.
Or otherwise.
It's the way it is. Hey, guess what? This is Terry DeFrancisco. She's a performer and teacher and instructor and just overall cool person. Guess what she created? The Improv Retreat. That's something to Google. She's performed all over the place in Chicago. Was America's sweetheart. Still is.
Still got it.
Very talented, very wonderful. I'm so happy that we're not only a couple of pals and pals who are a couple. Happy to be here doing this.
Me too. I'm so excited. Should we I don't know, should we like take our first question or should I throw some things out first? We're test patterning tonight. So at any point, just like feel free to weigh in, feel free to make your comments. We're here for it, but we're just going to have stupid conversation and see how it goes.
Yeah, I very like in the podcast realm, Tara is definitely the leader as far as like having the inside scoop and no, I am, I'm intrigued about doing this on video first and having live people actually there as we're doing it. For me in podcasts, that's the thing I connect most with is like hearing people. We got some emails from some fans, like that stuff at the end. I like to see what they do with the connection, and we have that immediately.
Yeah, that's kind of part of this, right? Is that we don't have to wait to go to the old mailbag.
No.
You know what I mean? We don't have to go to the mailbag tonight. We can just go straight to the stream. But if you do want to write us, we'll figure out a way for you to do that too. Just check out the podcast at the very end and we'll have an email address for you there. We also want question pitches for every single episode. We are good right now until, 2024, something like that. You should try. You should send us questions. This is a delight. I'm having a great time already. You having fun, Rance?
I'm having fun.
Are you having fun? Are you having fun, audience? Feel free to weigh in. I just love hearing that. I don't know why it's so exciting that it feels kind of like an improv show to know that we can check in with them at some point. Although in a regular podcast where it wasn't live, we wouldn't get to hear from them. So it's fun to kind of be able to check in on that stream. I'm loving the comments that are going on the screen, by the way. Now, Rance, here's the deal. We curated. Now, when I say we, I mean me and the dogs. We have 2 dogs. We curated a lot of questions today. We got a lot of really good ones. We also got some really funny ones that weren't really questions that were just sort of like, what about this idea? Mm-hmm. But I think we got some good ones that really hit the spread tonight. I think typically on an episode, we'll go through 3 questions or so. Tonight, we could do 3, we could do 6. Okay.
We could probably do whatever we want, right?
I mean, them's the rules. Like, we can do whatever we want. That's the thing. Okay. So let me start. If anyone has any questions about how our dispositions are, this is what we're really like in real life.
Yeah, this isn't a show. This is just us.
Yes, thank you very much. This is just.
All right, it's not a show. This is just us.
It's not a show. No. Rance is a calm, cool, collected cucumber, and I am the Kool-Aid man. And that's basically what our married life is like.
Yeah.
Rance, question number 1, dumb question. And hot topic and talking point.
Okay.
Here it comes. I'm gonna start like nice and gentle. It's a good step in, okay?
Okay.
Question number 1 comes from Sarah Bogan in Utah.
That was gonna be my first question is, did you write who these are from?
Every single one. Every single person that submitted a question that gets one on tonight is getting a shout out and where they're from.
Okay.
Okay, so Sarah Bogan in Utah writes us this question.
Okay.
Hey team, what's the worst combo of normal pizza toppings?
The worst combo of normal pizza toppings.
Yeah, so like I assume that means for a typical pizza.
Okay.
What kind of things would what things could you combine that would just be just a shit show?
Well, this is going to be a good time for the viewers. Type in, pick what you consider the most normal pizza ingredient. So I have a list of what other people might consider normal, because I don't know that I would consider them the same. Anything that is not meat is going to be suspect. So already,
suspect?
Yeah.
What do you mean by suspect?
I mean, okay, here's the key ingredients that are necessary for any pizza, for me to consider it a pizza. Crust, the dough.
Feels right, just part of the bread.
Sauce, cheese.
Yeah. That's just, sauce is just a platform for which the pizza to bake. Cheese, delicious. Yeah. We have a friend that doesn't eat cheese on a pizza, and I don't know how he does it.
I wouldn't consider it pizza. Like if you have a flat piece of bread with just sauce, I don't consider it pizza. If you have just a bowl of sauce and cheese, I don't consider it a pizza. If you have
that's cereal. That's cereal. I'm Italian.
A dough with cheese on top of it, I don't consider it pizza. That's
donut. It's a donut.
It's a donut. It's an Asiago bagel.
Yeah. It's not cereal.
So with the things I'm seeing coming through, if it's not meat, it's probably going to be not there. Although I do have a caveat of that's going to be controversial. Olives should not be anywhere near most anything. I do like olive oil for cooking is minimally, but the flavor of olives is disgusting.
Do you want to talk about and tell them a little bit maybe about your super taster background? Could you?
Oh, okay. I'm a super taster. And this is a Googleable fact, or as they say in some parts of the country, Bing it.
No one says that. No one in any part of the country says Bing it. No one's like, no. Montana's not like, ask Jeeves. What's a condiment?
Jump on web crawler and check out Super Taster.
No.
What that basically means is I can taste more things than a higher percent of people, and I didn't really find this out until mid 30s, maybe late 30s. And there's a way you can do it. You can do a super taster test. Look it up. You get a little litmus test paper and you put it on your tongue. If you can taste it, you're a super taster. If you can't, you are just a taster. Basically means I can taste more bitter things.
Just a taster.
A taster. I can taste more bitter tastes. Like I don't drink beer at all because it tastes awful to me. I don't like dark chocolate. It's a little bit bitter. I don't really like sweets. They're almost let me caveat that. I don't like sweet, rich desserts. It's like too much sweetness. I love sour though. So olives, I taste like they're garbage. Cucumbers have like the worst soapy taste in the world, and if they have touched anything, I will taste it. So definitely not olives. The worst combo of normal pizza toppings is olives.
Okay. Just olives?
Yeah, let's say the worst combo would be an olive, mushroom, anchovy pizza. Because mushrooms are garbage and they have a terrible texture. Olives are garbage all around, across the board. Bad texture, bad flavor. And anchovies are little tiny fish, and I hate to just think of eating their skeletons because there's no way they take the skeletons out of those little things.
No, you just chomp them.
So that is the worst combo. Those three things.
Okay, so my answer is much shorter, only because I think I have a very specific, you know this about me, Rance, but I think maybe no one would ever know this. I hate sweet meat, meaning the old sweet meat, TM, not the meat you're thinking, sweet meat. I don't like when someone takes like a turkey and then they like cover it with chutney. So it's like, oh, did you want this meat? It's gone bad. Let me just get this this spicy apple chunks out and make sure everyone's on board.
So like honey baked ham?
No, I don't. No. Don't put honey on a ham. Don't say that it's okay. For me, what I think, and please, viewers or streamers, please weigh in. If I have something sweet on a meat, I'm absolutely sure that it's toxic, rancid meat. I'm sure. It's like my brain has told me I must have like a past life where I've lived through, medieval times when they were smearing thieves' oil and just like honey on all cured meats. And I was not okay with everyone being like, we have this lamb, but don't worry, there's mint and sugar on it. I don't want that. I'm not saying you're putting lamb on a pizza. That would not be typical. Lamb pizza would not be that. But what I'm getting at is that anything that makes sweet and meat on a pizza would probably be my bad combo. Like I know people love pineapple and ham.
Yep.
For example, and I understand why they'd like it in theory, but in my head, that's sweet meat.
Yeah, and that's one that I was like, I like Hawaiian pizza, the old ham and pineapple, and I think it's the only cooked fruit that I can take.
Yeah, you like pineapple on pizza.
Yeah, but I also get the contention. Like it took some doing. I don't even know why I like it. I remember seeing it as a kid and being like, no. And then I think I was just I might have been like at a pizza party where they only had that and I was hungry. So I was like, I'll try it. And then I was
whatever.
Like,
yeah, I'll do it. And then it was fine.
Yeah. And just to go back a bit, did you say thieves oil?
Yeah. Do you know what that is?
No.
Thieves is, I don't know if it was technically called that then, but I know why it's called thieves. There's this oil that's like a healing oil that people use when they have like pneumonia, and it has, gosh, I don't even know what's in it, but it's like really, really pungent herbs, probably like frankincense and stuff like that. It's like really, really like heavy oil, and people put it under their nose during the bubonic plague so they wouldn't smell anything rotting.
Oh.
And it was like the thieves that were stealing stuff off the bodies. So now that oil.
Oh.
Isn't that fun? It's like a fun fact.
Wow.
Oh my God. Inaugural episode. Like this is the deal, baby. This is what you're getting off, and it's not a show. Okay.
Dang.
Kidding.
Thieves oil makes me think of like, oh, I'm gonna creep up to this window and slide in. I'll just put a couple drops of thieves oil on it so it slides smooth and no one hears me entering.
Oh, that's cooler. That's cooler. I think it was like to cover up the stench of medieval times.
Wow.
Hey, this is fun. Friend Michael Siriani from Pennsylvania writes to say, come to PA and we'll take you for sweet pizza. Michael,
Did you not listen, Michael?
Michael, what's going on? Why would you say that to me when I clearly will just punch you straight in the throat if we have to have that?
Look at that penguin with that hockey stick. You're telling me that penguin's not full of thieves oil?
Do you think that?
It's covering up the scents of all the sweet pizza meats.
I also want to give a shout out to, this is a great question. Like no BBQ sauce. I'm not into it that much unless it's spicy. Like if it's spicy, cool. But if it's not, I don't like I don't like a wing with like some kind of garbage fruit on it. Yeah. Give me a spicy wing or don't push a wing in my face.
I like the flavored barbecue sauce, but my stomach doesn't. My mouth and my stomach are in disagreement on barbecue sauce.
Look, Bethany Elise from Seabus, Ohio says, fun facts about the bubonic plague, more than I expected. Look, If you set the bar low of what a show or a non-show will be.
It's not a show.
It's not a show. Just relax. Why do you keep saying it's a show, everybody? If you set the bar low, you thrive.
Oh, like the Limbo.
That's exactly right, Rance. Just like the Limbo. Yeah. Just like the Limbo. Yeah. The stench of medieval times. That was the slogan for medieval times before they figured out another slogan. Yeah.
Something smell bad? You must be rooting for the Red Knight.
Here comes the Red Knight. Oh, the stench of medieval times.
The stench. Dang, that was just one question, huh? That was great.
That was one question. I feel great. And also friends, I want to call you something else. I want to call you like no-show heads or something like that. The old no-shows. Thank you for all the questions today. These are
a show would have fans, and this isn't a show, so they're like, I think if we call them anything, we call them, they're not fans.
Yeah. Not a fan.
Not a fan.
Not a fan. Not a fan, everybody. Not a fan. Not a fan. I have a great Medieval times. We have the meats. That's what Matt Schwartz writes from Columbus, Ohio.
We have the
The
meat.
roots. Arby's took it.
That was a great question from Sarah Bogan in Utah. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Sarah Bogan. Are you ready for number 2, Rance?
Oh, I'm ready for number 2.
This is gonna, I feel like this will really tickle you. I don't know why I think this one will tickle you, but I think it will.
Okay.
From Maddie Byrne in St. Louis.
Oh, Maddie Byrne.
We love her. Fingers for leggies or legs for fingees?
Fingers for leggies or legs for fingees?
You got it.
Oh man. Okay, so these types of questions, I always look for the hypotheticals and the other possibilities, which is why I love the show Taskmaster, currently viewable on YouTube from the UK.
Very fun.
So my choice is.
Can I stop you for a quick second?
Yes.
Because everyone at home on our live stream, our Twitch people and our Facebook folks that are live streaming and not just listening to this on a podcast, although I do encourage you to listen and make your own choice at home if you are listening later. Anyway, any of our live streamers, feel free to weigh in on if you do not understand the question. The question again is fingers for leggies or legs for fingees, meaning would you have legs for fingers or would you rather have fingers for legs?
Right. Now, there's a couple different ways you can look at this. One of them is, well, a finger is a solo object and a leg is a solo object. So one is, are each of my legs replaced by one finger and are each of my fingers replaced by a leg? Meaning I would have, I assume, eight legs right here, 10 if you loosen the definition of thumb. Would I have on the end of my hand one leg each, and then would I have 4 fingers attached to each buttock, having like 8 to 10 fingies, like sort of like centipede like?
Yeah, I think that's a great question. I don't know. Let's try to determine the truth. I think what you've really stepped in here that I really enjoy is that thumbs aren't fingers. So you have regular thumbs, but exceptionally long legs on your digits.
But that's the other thing. Would I have a leg that's as big as a finger, but it's just got like a hip and a knee and a little foot? Or would it be my full size legs off the end of my hands and my actual size fingers where my legs are? So I'm just like this gigantic arm leg crawling torso with this tiny little like scurry butt.
I don't know. I think this is why It's Not a Show is so important, because this question is a real think piece. I don't really know for sure what the right answer is. I mean, I think in my head, legs have to remain leg sized.
Yeah.
So that you have like incredibly long legs on your hands.
Yeah.
And I think that fingers remain finger sized to be on your, whatever you want to call that, your torso, your ends.
Yeah. Well, if you're saying that they would remain to scale, they wouldn't adjust to the scale of what they're replacing. This sucks.
Does it suck, or is it the best question you've ever heard in your life? I read this question and I laughed out loud because I was like, that's stupid. And then I started thinking about it, and all I could think of was like, the creepiest thing you can possibly think of, which is like just like this crawling like thing that has very strange, like I don't understand the attachment here.
Yeah.
And or hilarious thing which has legs that are where your hands are, so you can just like.
Yeah.
I think that for me, I'll tell you what I think, and I want you to talk because I like hearing your answers, and I think you have good explanations for them. I feel like I might take legs for fingers, because fingers for legs don't sustain your body weight. So it might be harder to like get around. Whereas legs for hands, you could like kind of like do like weird, like you could figure out a different way to move.
The legs for hands is not an option. You would have 4 legs on each hand.
Mhm.
And I ask you this: if we're assuming, if we're sort of like agreeing on like they stay to scale, so either you have whatever size your legs are now, there's 4 of them attached to your hand,
Yeah.
or whatever size fingers you have right now, there's 2 of them attached to your hips.
Yeah. I get it.
You're saying you would have 4 legs on each hand.
I mean, I feel like it'd be fun. I don't think it's an ideal way to live. This is why this is such a thinker. But I think that like this is a great point. Tina Dela Cruz just wrote and said, "Spidey woman." In my head, I've made myself like a contraption where I'm like moving a different way than legs would normally move on a human. I can use the legs in the ways that I want, like crawling, kind of.
Let me ask you this: how do you eat?
How do I eat?
Yeah.
I have a servant. Is that good? I think I would probably spin a web and then I would just eat the things out of the web with my mouth.
Where do you get a web from?
I just feel like it's part of the package.
Also, keep in mind, if you have legs for fingers, you also still have legs for legs. It's not they both happen. So you would have your 2 legs in your current leg position to balance on, but you're also think about how much weight of your body one leg is, and you're adding 8 of that to yourself.
Yeah.
And then also think of like, for being as tall as I am.
He's very tall. Oh yeah. For context, everyone, Rance is almost 6'5".
Yep. And because I'm tall, like as far as like back in the old days when I would work out in any semblance of the word.
Regular world, sure. Yeah.
My biceps and triceps are strong, but my shoulders are not, because as a tall person, it's rare that I need to get anything higher than my head.
Yeah.
So the idea to me of trying to lift 4 of my own legs per arm is insane. I also like, now I'm thinking, but if it's this way, would it be like magic?
Oh, wow. Look at.
Would it be a magician like makes it happen, or would it be go back in time and that's how you have been since birth? Because then my shoulder muscles probably would have like built up.
Yeah, would have adjusted. Yeah. That's
and
fair.
My legs probably would be like less muscular because they wouldn't be carrying the amount of weight that our normal legs is.
That's true. That is true. Rance and I often talk about how like whatever you chose as a child like shapes your body a lot. So like I played a lot of what I would call like stocky sports where I like had to like be low to the ground, like rugby and softball, things that like made me kind of like hunker down. So my legs are strong, but my arm strength is bad. And like now I kind of like filled out to be a box. Now, if you run a lot, then you get lean. Or if like Rance always talks about how he has like had a grandfather that had like farm hands because like plow hands, so that he would like, because he plowed all the time, his hands got thicker. So like, yeah, I think you're right. If you had this your entire life, you'd be set.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if set is the right word, but you'd be better.
You'd be riding high, my friend.
I personally would have fingers for legs.
You're doing fingers for legs?
Yeah.
You're crazy. You're crazy. Everyone has so many questions about this question, and I think that's great. We have, are your finger legs leg size or finger size? We went through that. We have Sarah Bogan says, from our last question, says, I've been trying to learn how to do a handstand. I think legs for fingies might help. Yeah, probably. Bethany Elise is weak from laughing or from thinking about her leg strength. I don't know.
Yeah.
Lots of fun facts. Matt says, 8 little van classics for my leggies. Oh, that's true. You get to wear a ton of shoes. That's fun.
No, you would have 4 fingers. There wouldn't be any shoes. You'd have these hanging off of your butt, and that's it. With just as if you had legs for fingers, you'd have 4 extra legs, and those legs would have feet on them, I would imagine, just like your fingers would have a fingernail. So also that's 40 extra toenails to clip, and you don't have any hands. So how are you going to clip them nails?
Yeah, but what about this, Rance?
Yeah.
The cartwheels? Pretty cool, right?
Man, watch out.
Don't you think that would be fun? So, like, watch out.
You wouldn't be able to fly. You wouldn't be able to ride cars very easily, which means you'd probably be stuck in your own town. And if we've learned anything from the current day and age, people who don't manage to get out of their hometowns and venture out tend to have a little more closed off thinking. So you'd be this like racist 8-legged hand.
I don't know if that's right. I don't think that's right. Hey, a great point here. Gloves and shoes would be super hard. Agreed. All kinds of things that were like, yeah, like how do you hold a spoon? Washing your hand legs would take forever, says Katie. Yeah. Like, there's a lot of things to consider here. I don't know. I haven't seen, I'll tell you what, the streamers that are live with us tonight and not listening afterward right now, that are here right now, a lot of them have not given their answer. They're just spinning, not knowing what to do here. And I think that's important to know.
That's now also that's the fun of this. Like, what are these questions? What are these hypotheticals? Is you get to decide. Like, I could decide that, like, yes, I would have legs as fingers, but they would be the size of my fingers. So I'd have, just picture like four little feet hanging off the end of these, and they're like pretty much the same, just like, but they're leg and little tiny feet. Because then I could still kind of like pick stuff up. So you could hypotheticalize, or 2 giant fingers or 8 giant fingers where your legs are. There's lots of options.
I guess so. I mean, in a way, there's a lot of options. In a way, there's a lot of limitations.
Yeah.
I mean, I just don't know. I'm seeing a little bit of leggies for fingers. I'm glad that people are kind of starting to weigh in. Everyone's nervous. I'm nervous too. I don't know that I made the right choice, but I can't get this idea out of my head that I'd be doing like a ton of cartwheels, or like, just, I don't know. I just feel like it'd be a cool way to move around if I had to have one.
And these are full-sized legs in place of each finger.
I'm into it.
So 4 full-size legs on the end of each hand.
I'm into it.
Here's what, if anyone's a great like artist, I want you to draw and send us a picture of, try to give us both. What's a person look like that's got legs for fingees, and what's a person look like that's got fingees for legs?
Please, someone out there. I know there's artists watching right now, and I know there'll be artists listening later. If you can draw what this looks like, this should be like our first piece of fan art. I don't know. This seems like the first thing to go on our website besides the live stream.
If I could draw, I would do it. Yeah. I might Photoshop it and see what happens.
I know you would, bud. Hi, Stephanie Ray. Oh, from Florida. Yes, it would be terrifying. It's so terrifying. In fact, we don't know what to make of it. I mean, no. You don't ever want to see this. I say opposite. I can't wait to see it.
Opposite.
Yeah, this is exactly the point, Michael. Each palm would have to accommodate 4 thighs. That's what Rand is also saying. I think that's a lot of palm.
Yeah.
So many questions. Sarah Comfort asks, do you still have thumbs? Yeah, you still have a thumb. A thumb isn't a finger, right? So you have
a thumb and then just like 4 giant legs with this thumb that does nothing because you just 4 legs are always in the way of everything.
I don't think we're going to settle this tonight, is what I think. I can't wait to see more responses coming, because I don't know that anyone has this answer.
There's no settle. Everyone gets to pick their own.
That's the fun. That's the fun, is that this is just, subjective. So just live your life.
I would have fingies for legs unless the legs were to the scale of my fingers, and I had like 4 little legs on each hand.
Yeah. I just think this was a great question.
Whose question was that again?
Maddie Byrne from St. Louis, Illinois. Yes. Thank you for that question, Maddie. That was really, really, really painful. Really painful. I love that people are like, this is a troubling picture, but Stephanie Ray says, if you post it, I'm going to look. Yes. I'll be haunted by the image forever. It's fine. Yes. Stephanie. Yes. Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Hey, some people want to see it and some people don't. That's fine. Some people want olives on their pizza, some don't. That's just the way it is,
That's the way it is. That was question 1. Question 1 was, again, what normal toppings would you not put on a pizza together? Question 2 was fingers for leggies or legs for fingees. These are all sent in to us today. I honestly am having the greatest time. I hope everyone's having a great time.
These are great.
Okay, you want to hear number 3?
Yeah.
Oh, this was written in by many people, and I know it's like a kind of a thing that people are discussing right now. So
They joined together?
Say it again.
They joined together to come up with a question as a group?
Yeah, they Voltron together to make this one question. Really incredible that actually three people have the same questions, because I think it's in the zeitgeist right now. So I'll present it to you.
Okay.
Or this is everyone out there. Feel free to weigh in again, and podcast listeners, do some thinking. Here's the question. From Christopher Buer and Nick Egan.
Okay.
Is a hot dog a sandwich? Now wait. Nick Egan's from Columbus. Christopher Buer is from, I think, Naperville, Illinois. Yes. Thank you for writing that. So again, it is a hot dog a sandwich? Now I'm going to let you go with that first. I have a follow-up question after we talk about this a bit.
You do? Okay.
Yeah, it's not a big one, but it's a clarification.
I've never thought of a hot dog as a sandwich, and now that question is posed, I can't not think of it as a sandwich. Like, it meets the qualifications of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's stuff in between two pieces of bread, and I don't know what else is stuff in between two pieces of bread that is not a sandwich.
Okay, let me give you the follow-up question now. From Jen Hunter Tyndall in Portland, Oregon.
Oh.
She says, is a hot dog a sandwich or a taco? Head shake.
It's not a taco. It's not a taco. No.
Here's why I think she's arguing this. People are saying it's a taco in the comments, by the way.
You're wrong.
Here's why I think I don't know what constitutes a taco, because you could have a soft taco, right? So I would say like a taco is usually a crispy shell. But I think a lot of people would argue you could have a soft taco that was open, or like a I'm trying to think of like another term for that. But like if you had bread and you think of it being the soft taco, and then there's something inside, there's meat inside, then maybe it is in fact a taco.
Nope.
Why?
Because a taco is a tortilla, or it's a corn or flour tortilla shell, be it hard or soft. At best, I would give it it's a pita, because a pita is bread.
Oh, yeah. Can we say pita? I think pita.
It is not a taco. There's like zero chance of it being a taco.
Look on your screen, Rance. You've got a lot of arguments right now.
I know. I'm telling them they're wrong.
Taco from Eric Myers in Columbus. We've got I accept taco from Stephanie Ray in Florida. No. We've got Stephanie Ray also says it could be a sub.
Now I consider a sub a sandwich.
I agree. Do you? I do too. I think that's right.
Sub is short for submarine sandwich.
Yes, I think Sarah Bogan says this was a very hot topic at the Utah State University Math and Stats Department TA training in 2019. I think a lot of these like ideas of like is a blank have been like floating around the ether in improv theaters and like scholastic centers for a while, because we're all like into the like, well, is cereal a broth, a soup? That kind of idea, right? And I don't really know the answer here.
I know one thing for sure: it is not a taco. It's
our friend Lana Green from Las Vegas, Nevada says, "What about a pita?" Which is what you just said.
Yeah.
Which is exciting, because maybe pitas are what we're kind of like driving at.
It's closest, but a pita is also in a pocket bread, and a hot dog bun is a bun that's cut in half. Mm-hmm. It's dare I say, a loaf of bread cut into two slices.
Yeah.
Which I'm gonna have to say it's a sandwich, because it's like it's meat and condiments in between two pieces of bread.
Okay.
The same way that a sub sandwich is, the same way that that hamburger was a hamburger sandwich.
See, here's where we go. Similarly, but is it a sandwich if it's on bread and not a bun, which is what Rance just led himself to a second ago with a hamburger question? If a hamburger is on a bun and not bread, like you could make a burger on bread and it'd be like a patty melt, right? You could fry something it could be, and I think you'd call that a sandwich. Would you call a patty melt a sandwich, or would you call it a burger? I think I might call it.
It would probably be constituted as a hot sandwich.
I think that's correct.
And a bun is bread. Like a pita is bread, but it's like something about a pita sandwich is like it's inside the pita.
Yeah.
A taco is not bread. It's a flour tortilla is not bread. A corn tortilla is not bread.
But you're saying that, are you saying that because it doesn't rise? What makes bread to you? Because there is flour in a soft tortilla.
Yeah, because it rises.
Okay, then what's a flatbread?
Flatbread's garbage.
Oh, we finally got him.
Like
an opportunity to go after flatbreads. Oh, 2020, you granted me one dream. Ooh, flatbreads.
Flatbread is a pita is like a flatbread. It's in that mystery area.
Yeah. I get it. That's fair. I think there's lots of things here that are supporting a patty melt is a sandwich from Michael Sirianni. We've got a lot of people that say that patty melts are like diner food that is a hot sandwich. So we haven't. Oh man, this is so tough. Katie's saying open faced sandwich maybe is what a hot dog is. Which I can see the argument. I understand the argument.
Yeah.
Time out. Also, Michael Sirianni is a chef. This is supported evidence in Pennsylvania. And he says hot dog is a sandwich. No argument. Or are you saying patty melt's a sandwich? I'm not sure which one that's in response to.
Well, heck, we'll never know. I think it's into. I think it's in regards to a hot dog being a sandwich.
Yeah, I think it is too. I think it is too. Oh,
I think it's a sandwich because even if it's an open face sandwich, that's an open face sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
Hot dog's a sandwich.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And like happens in actual shows, and this is not a show. If we talk about food, I get hungry, and I'm hungry for hot dogs now.
You can't have one though. You can't have one.
Man, see, if I have flatbread and I put stuff in it, and I roll it up, I consider it more of a wrap, even though I know a wrap would be way more to be like tortilla. But I still think like flatbread is definitely the like flatbread and pitas are the things that are like bridging the gap.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I don't know that there's a definitive answer again. This is what I really am loving about It's Not a Show.
Yeah.
There is no answer. It's just for us to be steamed about. We're just super steamed about it, and we're going to talk about it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to move on to question 4. Here's our number 4 question. I do want to say for context. Can I give you context?
I'd love context.
Great. This question today was turned in today of the 250 questions or whatever we got on the request post, which thank you again to everyone that's already supporting It's Not a Show and how stupid it is. I do want to say this question caused major controversy, and it had like infighting inside the question about the person that posted its response. I think I know your answer, but I definitely think we should talk about it and talk about the thing that happened. So here's the question. Fairly simple, I think. From Peggy Hurley in Madison, Wisconsin. Thank you, Peggy. She turns in this question: hair washing, first task of shower or last?
Last. Next question.
Rance, I'm going to tell you something, okay?
Okay.
I had a theory that you might say last. Yeah. And last was the controversy today.
I have an exact reason why, but I want to hear.
Tell us everything. Tell us everything.
Okay. Well, as a tall gentleman.
Oh, he's very tall.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you. Time out. Already people are like, what the fuck are you talking about? This is important because this thing lit up fast for my friend Meg Cannon in Cincinnati. I know someone else was on this thread too that was like going back and forth like, what are you talking about? I think it was Shaz, our friend Shaz from Columbus, Ohio, who was just like, this can't be. Because I think I'll tell you what, I think a lot of people with long hair, I was going to say women, but let's not gender it.
Yep.
A lot of people with long hair would probably wash their face, wash their hair, wash their body condition, or like condition their body and go back.
I was going to say that of like, I understand why you would do it first if you were doing conditioner, but I do I shampoo and then it's done. I do one thing and then that's it. So if you're gonna shampoo and then you're gonna like put in conditioner, and I know you have to let conditioner sit for like, what is it, 20 minutes, something like that. I don't use it. And I know that makes sense to do that beforehand. But if you're just doing shampoo and you have you're just going to shampoo the one time and then rinse it out. If you do it last, as you're rinsing out your shampoo, the water is aimed at your head, and if I'm just like soaped up, then I shampoo. Then when I rinse the shampoo out, I am also rinsing my entire body at the same time because the water is starting at the top and gravity's pulling it down. One rinse, boom, done. That's it. It's just like trying to like conserve a little water, conserve a little time.
Okay.
But I also understand if you're having conditioner and multiple passes, why you would do it earlier on.
I also understand. I think it is both a byproduct of you being tall, and that you don't use conditioner, like you use a shampoo with conditioner in it. So it'd be like it doesn't matter for you. Everyone here is saying like the same thing that has probably like significant hair. Like it has to like.
Who has
Nicole Wilmette says it's a first task, and here's why. When you put the conditioner in your hair, then you have time to do other shower tasks. Yeah, like that's what it is for.
I understand. But if you don't do conditioner, if you just do shampoo, if you have insignificant hair, then you do it last, and then just rinse everything off all in one shot.
Michael Wilcoxon just wrote and said, last is wrong. You are pouring sudsy water down your cleaned body. Now, here's the deal, okay? I would venture, a lot of people that do, well, I don't know. I guess I can understand that, but I would assume you just like rinse out all the way after you last it. But
I don't go like, and then get out of the shower. I rinse it.
Oh, the visual of that was so beautiful, just to be like, and then just jump out of the shower. But yeah, everyone's saying shampoo, let it sit, wash the rest of your body. Eric Myers is on board with that. Lots of people saying you got to get clean by doing it first, etc. We don't have an even split here. I'm trying to like actually go through and figure out how many people are saying first versus last. I think a lot of people are saying first. Nicole Wilmette from Chicago, Illinois says, if you only want one rinse, why not take a bath?
Oh, that's easy, because you're sitting in your filth.
Yeah, Rance hates baths, y'all.
Gross.
Here's the thing. Baths are awesome. They're awesome. Unless you're Rance, who hates them because he feels like he's in a beautiful soup of nightmares. Maybe, hey, is a bath a soup?
Yeah, it's a disgusting, filthy human soup, and I don't know the rinse of a bath. Like you're sitting in soap and suds and your own filth. Then do you get up and
a lot of people like stand up after that and just like rinse one time. They just like rinse off the suds.
That's called a shower, and it's separate from a bath. Just like a thumb isn't a finger. Next question.
Don't waste my time. Next question. These are great. There are so many comments. Yeah, people are asking, what's the bother in soaping up? Always clean from top to bottom. Yes, Ella, this is also a thing that I think like top to bottom might be why I do it. Like maybe I start with my head and face, and then I just go back for conditioner after that. Yeah, Wizard X Dollar, who I think is Al on Twitch, says, hear me out, leaving conditioner. Oh, great. So like we don't even have to do conditioner after that. Interesting. Cool. That might be fair. Cool.
What was Ella's thing again? I feel like
I was just saying top to bottom is like the way to do it, meaning like I wouldn't go like arms, legs, hair. I would basically like flush the body.
I go top to bottom but then hair, and then I rinse top to bottom one time.
Well, I don't think anyone's expecting you to say you rinse from bottom to top.
But if you like, I feel like you shampoo and then you got to spend the time rinsing, and all the water just rinses off your whole body that hasn't been washed yet. And then you wash your body and then you rinse it off, and it's like, whoa, I'm getting rinsed again. That's cool.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Double down.
Let's double down. This is like also like, hey, to each their own. If you do it a certain way, that's great and that's awesome. This is not like
there's no judgment, and it's not a show. It's
this isn't like a hot dog being a taco, which is absolute filth. That's no way it's a taco. This is if you wash it first, great. If you wash it in the middle, awesome. If you wash it last, cool.
Okay. But it's just that most of our things here that we're stumbling upon are just a curiosity about the human condition. In this case, the literal conditioning of a head.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are embracing that about the show. But yeah, here's what's fun. Here's what's fun right now, okay? On It's Not a Show, we have so many things in real life to be mad about. Let's get mad about things that don't matter at all and get it out. And then we can better breach humanity and take our kind of selves into the good fight, huh? This is exactly right. You're doing great. I see a lot of people that are saying they're not fans of baths with you, and some people that are staunchly baths.
They're not fans of baths with me.
I think you'd probably be a good bath mate. You probably like play with some toys. You just get hot and you'd be annoyed.
Yeah.
And you'd be in your own stew, and you wouldn't like that. Is a bath a stew?
I guess
a bath might be more of a stew.
Because there's one big meat chunk, and that's you.
That's what I mean. It's like a matzo ball soup.
Yeah.
Where there's one thing.
Yeah. Here's the thing I think that I would attribute to why I wash my hair last and just like rinse everything, because I like to rinse really well. I was for some reason I had heavy buy-in to the old I believe it was Zest commercial with soap scum, like Zest something does it was like Zest
fully clean, zestfully clean. You're not fully clean unless you're zestfully clean.
There was some, I think it was that, or it was like Dial. One of the two was like really going against like ours doesn't have soap scum, and I was soap scum, which made me think of like what happens to everyone as they get out of a bath. And so I was like, I really always rinse extra. I don't like to have soap on. I don't have I don't like lotion. Like if I put lotion on, I'll pretty much rinse it off right away because I don't like it.
Rance does not like to be moisturized, nor does he like to be in a broth.
No. Do not like to be in a broth.
He does not like to be in a broth.
Yuck.
Are you ready for question 5? You know what? This may be our final question of the night. Hey, I haven't asked this for a bit, so I will, since we have live streamers present. And thank you again, podcasters, for listening after the fact. If you're enjoying this show, please hit some hearts and likes and weigh in the comments. We sure are having fun. We think that this might be a thing. So we're really excited to do It's Not a Show, because in this time right now, when we typically do improv shows and stage shows and comedy shows, we can't do a show. I guess we have to do It's Not a Show.
Yeah.
Also, we're putting our producer on the night of the night is the Nest Theater, and always is the Nest Theater. The Nest Theater is part of the Save Our Stages initiative that's hopefully going to be on a bill soon. We hope. We're going to try to help it save its space. And for COVID-19 relief, if you want to throw a few bucks to them, please do it. Rance and I are the co-founders of that place, and we're we sure do love it. We grew from 24 students in improvisation to 500 students and performers in less than 4 years. It's wild. It's like a beautiful art space that's equitable and gives people agency, and they do funny as hell shows. So please, if you can throw a couple bucks that way this night, then we'd love it. Don't give anything to us. We just want to relieve brick and mortar costs during COVID-19. nesttheater.com/donate or Venmo at the Nest Theater, spelled with an R-E, because we are so classy.
So classy.
Okay, now that that's been said and it's just running on the bottom for anyone that cares, I feel like we're going to do number 5.
Okay.
We're going to bag it up. And if people really liked it, I'm seeing a lot of hearts and likes coming through on people liking the show, and this is what they needed. I thought this is really sweet. Like Bethany from Columbus, Ohio just wrote, really needed this tonight. Thank you. Yeah, it just seems like we need some dumb. Right? Everyone needs a little bit of dumb. So let's just talk about things that are ridiculous. Yeah. We have to end with number 5. Which is going to be maybe the dumbest. I don't know, one of the dumbest. It's
Okay.
it's up there with number 2, fingers for leggies or legs for fingees.
Uh-oh.
Okay. I love the way it was phrased. And Katie Jean, if you're here, this is your question. Katie Jean, from New York, I believe. From New York, yeah? Katie Jean, if you had to be attacked by a bird of prey, which one and why?
Ooh.
Now, I think this is like a great question because I love the way it was phrased. I love that it was, if you had to, which one and why? And I love the idea of explaining why, because I don't know that I'm super familiar with like all the birds of prey. I don't know what category. I would assume it'd be like a falcon or like an eagle. Are those birds of prey? A hawk?
Yeah, anything with like a curved beak that like eats meat, like that would it swoop down and eat a squirrel or a mouse or a fish or a snake? Like, I guess technically an owl is a bird of prey because they eat rodents. So I'm going to go with owl because I think they'd be the least. Well, they'd be hardest to hear coming because their feathers are such that they diffuse the air and you can't hear them coming. But they also have a nice wide target, so I feel like I might have a shot at punching them in the. Like,
wait, time out. I need to go back. I think I thought this would be a quick one, and I don't need it to be. So just know that.
Yeah.
But I do think we all need to address the fact that you think that you're going to punch an owl in the face to defend yourself. Is that a real thing? You're just going to crack one in the bill, and that's going to be the end of it?
Yeah, because if you can see the bird coming, it's another target, like anything. Like if you threw a basketball at me, I'd have a shot at punching it and knocking it out. But I also pick owl because the owl is like more of like a lurk from the shadows. I don't picture them as like a quick aerodynamic thing. Like there was a time when I lived in Portland that I was walking from my lunch break back to work, and there was this crow that wasn't having me. And
what does that mean? It was just like over you immediately, or what's
I don't know. I had gone to a shoe store to get shoes, and I had a box of shoes under my arm, and it was just like on the top of this two maybe 3-story building, just like caw, caw, caw. And I was like, what the heck? And it just kept like hopping along the ledge and watching me, and then it started to like swoop down, but it always swooped like I was trying to like turn and dodge it, and it would always like curve in the air and stay behind my head. So it was like it was good at staying out of where I could get at it. And like I remember that being like, man, that's the stupid thing. But if it's like, I feel like an owl would be like more of a quick silent swoop in, and if I could see it, I'd have a chance of like, boom. What's the original question?
The original question was, if you were attacked by a bird of prey, which one would it be?
Yeah, so that, and again, I'd go with the owl because their beak isn't as like an eagle or a falcon.
Yeah,
they do have those big claws, but they also.
Let me interrupt because I do want to give you an answer, or I want to give you a little thinker. Okay, in this scenario, do you feel you're only getting attacked by an owl and surviving, or do you think that you're being attacked until death by owl?
No, I think I'm just getting attacked in general.
That's what I wanted to know, because we have a couple people writing in that are saying, you know, I think a lot of people are assuming this means till you expire.
No.
And if that's the case, a lot of people are like, do it quick. Like Michael Sirianni from Pennsylvania again said, an owl is going to fuck you up for like 9 hours.
No way, man. That's why I asked you to read the question again, because it was like, do you want to be attacked by or killed by? I assume if attack, like if I go and attack someone, that could mean that I'm like, but then that's over, and they were attacked, and I punched once, but I'm not gonna like keep going for 9 hours.
I'm glad you like confirmed that, because in my head I made it like, what bird's gonna kill me, and I would definitely go quick. I would definitely be like, falcon me, hit me, let's go. Like if we're gonna like get gutted by something, I think I'd rather go quick than slow, and an owl would just be like, this could take a while.
No, I'm just going for attack. This isn't this isn't a death situation for me because it was not in the question
It
show.
was not in the question. You are great at clarifying the question. I guess that's part of It's Not a Show, is that we have to be very specific about the questions because yes, it said attacked. So you could survive and thrive after this if you get one swift punch into that snowy owl's face.
But here's the thing I also thought of. I'm banking on seeing the owl because you won't hear them.
Let me tell you this.
They only hunt at night, so I'm
yes.
Yeah.
They only hunt at night, so you're going to be walking, you're just going to be walking around in the forest, Humdy-Dum, Blair Witch, and all of a sudden, this like owl comes down and tries to attack you. They're going to chew your bones, they're going to spit them out and put them in a cocoon. That's what's going to happen because you don't have enough time. You don't have enough time, Rance.
Oh man, did everyone else get to dissect owl pelts?
100%. Yes.
I feel like an owl still like I would if I had to really answer this question, I'd want to research birds of prey to find out what bird of prey technically is the smallest and has the smallest talons and smallest beak, because I do feel like the owl would like probably grab into my shoulder and I'd be like, and I'd be like this. And
well, you have some people that said very quickly, like they wondered, Kara Pittman said harpy eagle because they're cool looking. That's a great answer. Lots of people are saying owl.
You want to get attacked by something because it's cool looking?
No, I mean, no. But I mean, like, you might as well enjoy it, right? You might as well like kick back for the ride. Falcon, lots of that. People are also saying, this is one I really enjoyed from Matt Schwartz in Columbus, albatross, because they could hug me with their giant wingspan as they attack me, and couldn't we all just use a nice hug?
Not from an attacking bird.
I don't know. Maybe
just because they could hug you doesn't mean they would hug you.
Yeah.
Attack is in the question.
Yeah. Another vote for peregrine falcon because it's the coolest. So I'd be sucks to be attacked, but at least it was a cool bird, unquote.
What is with you people? Why are you?
I get it. Like another vote for a bald eagle. I feel bad and worry about the reputation of whatever bird attacks me. What do you mean? Wait, what does this mean? Oh, and that bird's going to get a bad rep. Oh, God. Oh, that eagle was doing so good. And then I gossiped so hard about how he attacked all those other people.
I would not want it to be a bald eagle. They have like a serious beak and serious talons.
Yeah. One time, Rance and I were driving here when we had just moved. We had lived in Chicago for 16 years or so. We had just moved back to start a theater here and C-Bus. And we drove down this, like anyone that lives here, it's on Old 315. We were driving down this like kind of country road that comes from a major freeway. And we passed this tiny like reserve where a bald eagle flew down, swooped, gutted a goose right in front of us and like blitzed its feathers everywhere. It was so like fast.
Standing on this goose, ripping feathers out with its beak while the other goose just watched.
So yeah, like you think about that when you think about that bald eagle getting a bad rep. Okay. If you think about a bald eagle getting a bad rep, I'm telling you what, that eagle earned that rep. Oh, I do what I do. I like what I like. I chomp what I chomp.
I think I'm going to have to search up birds of prey and see what I can come up with.
Well, I we have a hot Friday night ahead. Everybody, so just know that's what we're doing after this. Oh, how about this? We're rounding the horn.
Yep.
I can't imagine Rance and I won't want to do this very quickly again. So hopefully you'll see It's Not a Show on a non-show night very, very soon. Again, this isn't a show. This is just talking about stupid ideas. And we just really, we just love that you're here. Now, additionally, here's what we need from you fans or non-fans or no shows or whatever we'll figure out for you. We need fan art. If you're good at drawing, we need fan art of someone with legs for fingers and someone with fingers for legs. Okay, that's like, we need that stat. We need that drawing stat. Yeah. We also need probably like the smallest bird of prey. If anyone can do the research, we're going to try to do the research on the smallest bird of prey, or maybe the one that inflicts the least harm.
The least dangerous bird of prey.
Yes.
Like, is there something that like a bird that eats potato bugs and is considered a bird of prey.
I mean, everything preys upon something. Like animals prey upon wheat.
You got to pray just to make it today.
Oh, see, MC Hammer prays. That's super topical, right?
Super topical.
Did you have fun tonight? We had fun. This wasn't a show.
Fun.
This wasn't a show. You can always go to nesttheater.com to find out more about the podcast, or you can soon go to itsnotashow.com, which will be where the podcast lives. If you want to subscribe to that podcast, we'll figure out how very shortly. Probably after we have 3 episodes up and running, we'll have a subscription possibility.
Yeah.
Additionally, if you love live theater and you want to support people, please support Nest Theater in Seabus, Ohio. Throw them a few bucks tonight for listening to these stupid questions.
Yeah. If you have a Twitch account at all, go to the Nest Theater on Twitch and give us a follow there so you can check it out there too. Please.
Yeah, we love you. I hope you had fun. We had a lot of dumb fun, everybody. Hey, Rance, did you have fun?
I had fun. And guess what? It's not a show, so it can happen anytime.